Good evening, light workers. And to those of you also, we are the black sheep. We're the beautiful black sheep. And as you know, the black sheep is it's the kid in the family who you love your family, but you just don't feel like you fit in, like you're not like them at all. Hello, Miss Karen. Greetings. So what I did, and Karen, if you have any questions, but I got a lot of questions. So what I did is I put it down in groups and try to cover it as much as I can. The first thing was on angels. Hello, Miss Jeannie. Oh, my buddies. Okay, so you guys. Oh, thank you. I'm happy you guys are joining me. Thank you. And also for those of you who are watching the rewatch, thank you for listening. And I got to say too, the people who come here who watch my podcast, you're a light worker. It just goes without saying, you are a light worker, because I find that God sends people to me who are light workers. Let me explain something though. I mean, yes, I have angel cards, but I don't base everything on angel cards. If anything, the angel cards are nice for when I'm getting messages and I'm telling you what I see. And then at the very end, shuffle, and again, angel cards by Doreen Virtue, shuffle, and I ask your angels for any messages that I didn't give and I supposed to, please allow that card to fall from the deck or flip over. And I like doing it in front of the client because never fails. Those cards always come out to exactly everything we spoke of. So that way this person can see, the client can see, this is what we were supposed to talk about. And you guys, I work off of referrals only, and I do it for privacy. Hello, Miss Renee. I do it for privacy for myself because I'm very private. And I also do it for the privacy of my clients. I talk to people all over the world, and I really respect privacy. That's huge to me. I'm probably OCD with privacy. I mean, it kind of goes along with me being a nurse, As a nurse, I have to be private about people's conditions. So, it goes hand in hand. But anyway, I'm going to ask everybody to please subscribe, please. Because apparently I must have gone up in the YouTube world because I can actually do more now, which I'm excited about. But please subscribe, like, and share my channel. And down the road, I want to do a members only also, but I feel bad then for people who can't afford members. But as members only, I don't know, you guys can tell me. Because I know when I listen to other channels, they're like, yeah, we're going to have the really good stuff on the members only. And it's like, well, okay, but I'm taking time out of my schedule. I don't know who you are, and I want to see what you're like too. But it's like, so I don't qualify for that. And I don't want to pay for something that I don't know. You know what I mean? So with you guys, Mr. Funkadelic, well, okay, you must be the first one to know because I don't talk about politics. And if you can't be kind, then adios amigo. Yasu. Ehoreo mena. There. Okay. Sorry, you guys. It's like everywhere. You can't go to the bathroom. You can't talk to people about toilet paper because then they're like, well, are you supporting Trump? What? Toilet paper? Really? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I got to say, for those of you that are about my age, I miss the days of our parents in politics. And I know my brothers will support me on this one. It was so much fun. It was fun. They shook hands, they ate, they drank together, no matter who, and it was just easier. But I don't know, this world is nuts anyway. But anyway, yeah, we're not talking politics. Sorry. And I can tell you, in your readings, you can say whatever you want to me. I will listen to everything you say. I don't agree or disagree with you because I am here to help you. And I mean, because a lot of people are really angry with that. And it's like, or angry with politics. And if you need to get that out and I can help you to get that out, I will listen to you. Promise. But I'm praying that you don't allow politics to run your life. You guys, you have to, oh, I don't want that to be bringing, I really like Megyn Kelly all of a sudden. Kind of like she just says what she's thinking. But I don't know who she supports. I don't know that much about her. I just saw something on YouTube. But anyway, so if you guys have questions, oh, I know, Karen, generation is so gone. So gone. But it was fun. Because I do remember, like, as a kid, going to some of the parties. And it was fun. They would drink, laugh, and be merry. And it was nice. It was easier times. Gosh, I remember, like, Governor Schaefer in Baltimore. For those of you Baltimoreans, I was just thinking of him, like, the other day or something. I don't know. He was a mayor, like, forever. And he would always go out and around. We would all be out having crabs, and here would come Don Schaefer. But anyway, that was many moons ago. So you guys, let's get to this tonight. Okay, so I want to take questions. So when, and I know, right, Karen? I know. Okay, so here goes. Again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And that's right, Judy, go for it. Just ignore him. He just wants attention. He just didn't get a lot of attention in his life. So that's okay. Just let him keep chattering. So you know what they say about people who just keep chattering? They don't listen. As Judge Judy would say, open your listening ears. But don't worry. If that makes him better to be weird, just, you guys don't get offended. There's some people just, okay. But anyway, know this, because Tuesday I do want to answer questions. If you have any questions, you can send them to me via my email, okay? Or my phone, for those of you who know, or Facebook Messenger, but not all the other, like Instagram and no. I got a lot of in Lemon. I just, so no, not those kind. No. So, I should say, if you want to do a reading with me, we do video readings. I will come to your home, but we do video sessions. So again, text me, email me, and my email address is on my page here. So, angels. The biggest topics were angels, relationships, and there was some on strengthening the gifts. But I am going to recommend for everybody, keep a journal. Start keeping a journal. In that journal, you can do one or two things. You can either write like an everyday diary, or write down the special different things that have happened to you. Because I promise you, I guarantee you, when something happens to you and you're like scratching your head, right? Wait, let me get this out of here. I have this. Okay. When you're like scratching your head going, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. Again, scratching the head, disbelief, divine intervention. That is for sure divine intervention. Don't question it, accept it, say thank you, and move on and enjoy the intervention. Don't try to discount it because it means, hello, Miss Jerry. Keep a journal, and keep a dream journal. Because you guys, there's something I saw something on YouTube the other day. Because dreams was one of the things as well that was pretty big. But it is important. Follow your dreams. Listen to your dreams. Everything will make sense. I mean, I know like a lot of people turn the books. That's okay. But if you keep writing down your dreams, you will see patterns. Like water in dreams is always spiritual. Here's the thing that gets me, because I was watching something on YouTube the other day, and this guy is going on and on and on, and that he studied everywhere and with everybody and everything, and looks to a girl and says, but you've been dreaming of snakes, so, that's bad and blah, blah, blah. I'm a nurse, right? Guess what our symbol is? Snakes from medicine. I mean, I can understand that in some situations that I've had very bad experiences with some doctors. I could see that, really could see it. But not necessarily. It's not always bad. It's sometimes if you're like really afraid of them, it could be something that you're afraid of. Okay? But with the dreams, say write your dreams down. Very important. And then your divine intervention. That's very important. You will get your messages. And what happens too is when we do your sessions, we can go over these. A lot of stuff too is your past life stuff. Yeah. So write it down. It's important. It is. I mean, even if it's not something you need to know, it's fun. It's fun to know. And as you get older, all of these pieces, they fit into place. It all fits into place. I've heard people always talking about when you have to get over your childhood. You have to get over the childhood, they say to others. And it's like, you're an adult now. Well, you know what? We're in school. Life is lessons. It's experience. And for those of you too that are like moms, there's a lot of times you're just on go because you've got to function. You've got kids to support, and sometimes we numb a lot of stuff out and it doesn't hit us until we're older, so you're always learning. And the person who says that I don't have anything to figure out anymore, that's not good. Because you never get there. That's when you go home. Because it's like, okay, I did everything pretty much that I can do here. I'm satisfied with what I've learned, whatever. But it will all make sense. Especially like when you do a reading and I will be telling you, like in the dreams, well, look at this means this means that. Then you can start interpreting by yourself. So, yes. Angels. Angels are always with you. Always with you. Even Mr. Funkadelic has angels all around him. We all do. Always. Never think you're alone. Oh, good, Jeannie. Yeah, that's what you do. Keep a daily journal, definitely. But you're never alone. So please, for those, we're different. We are different, okay? We are more sensitive. We care about people, And that's a great example is like what this person is doing in this chat. You have people like that. They think they're funny, but they're not. They're disturbed. They're just disturbed. And maybe that is somebody who is on the other team. Could be, because it is spiritual warfare. Oh, it is spiritual warfare out there. Keep them, always. That's why I say you have to have belief. You've got to have belief, okay? Because you want to stay safe. You want your children to stay safe. Because I find too that a lot of parents who don't talk to their kids and the kids don't, and they're seeing things, please never tell your kids, no, you're not. No, you're not. Go to bed, go in your room, get out. Never do that. Never. If that child can talk to you about things that he or she sees at night in the dark in their room, then that child will talk to you about anything when you believe them. Because then you have just given them confidence that you have faith in them and you trust what they say. So, angels are always with you. They say, and this is true because I do it. Oh, I do it. Trust me. And people, I think I'm very odd. I sing a lot to myself. I'll sing a lot, but I'm also, in a sense, communicating with my divine family. You know, when we talk to ourselves, we're actually talking to our angels because they are with us and they will show you. Come on, you guys. You read my thing about Archangel Michael. I saw him. I saw him clear as day in a liquor store. But again, that. They know I love humor. And for those of you who know me, yeah, my aunt used to be kind of like, you should be the psychic with the sense of humor. No, but okay. Anyway, you have to have a sense of humor. That's also how you stay safe. Because living in fear brings negative around you. And that I'm not playing with. There are spirits who want you to be scared, angry, because that's how they suck your energy out. And you will know when there's something around that doesn't have your best of intention. You will walk in a room and you won't be able to breathe. You won't be able to breathe. It's stuffy is the best example or the best way to describe it. You just feel very stuffy. And that's when you take a deep breath, surround yourself with the white light of the Holy Spirit. You're always going to be safe. Archangel Michael too. Remember, Archangel Michael watches over those of us, that are intuitive. And it's kind of neat though, if you notice, he's the archangel for police. But he's ours too for the light workers, because we are kind of like the police. We got to go out, live our lives, and kind of battle, It is. It's kind of a battle everywhere, sadly, but that's kind of true. With your angels. Yes, so, okay, this week what we're going to do is, and then I'm going to ask you next Tuesday, okay, names. If you hear a name, and some of you are going to hear more than one name, if you hear a name 3 times, even if you go to tell somebody, oh yeah, guess who I saw, and you say the name, you turn on the TV, that's the character's name. You are reading your phone and there's somebody, the same name. That is the name, and we can even talk about it, like the name of one of your angels or one of your guides. Guides are those beings that have lived many lives on earth. They are different than angels. Angels, supposedly, Sylvia Brown used to teach angels never lived a life on earth. But you know what, you guys? I don't believe it. Because I'll tell you what I'm working on really quick. My business card is going to be like this. See this angel? And the other side, divine intervention, kind of had all of the wings falling off. All of the wings were falling off. And look how it fell. It's perfect. It's perfect. And then the other day I was looking at this and I'm thinking, I really have to go ahead and get my cards done, because I do want to say that angels are amongst us. And I do believe that. And ever since I was a little girl, I was always fascinated with that. It's like, watch who you're entertaining and be kind. Because you could be on Skid Row. And if you're kind to somebody, that could be an angel. And you learn all this when you pass and you have your life review. Then it's really nice. It's because then you'll see like, oh my gosh, you'll see things and your kindness, let's say, and then you will be like, I never knew that, like, just being kind to somebody, because it's so easy. It's so easy to do something that's nice. But angels are amongst us. Okay? That I guarantee you. So that's why I had like an angel thing around me. And oh my gosh, this is kind of hard. But it was this, and I had this outside. Look how it broke. One An angel with one wing. An angel with one wing. Yeah, yeah. And then here's just a wing. Yeah, here's just, I mean, and look at this. This was on it. Wait, can you see it? I'm holding it backwards now. It's it's a real pretty wing. There we go. Pretty wing. So I asked. I said, okay, I want to know like the name of it. Basically, I was being told you need to get on it. Let's get on it, get it done, go. And it was a good lesson for me. I mean, I'm bummed that the angel broke, but just that was something also that I had in dreams. You guys, they're with us. If you speak to them, if you ask them for help, then you have to, you know what, dear? If you're a Christian, you have not really been behaving. So what kind of Christian are you? You're going to talk about the Bible when you have done nothing but kind of insult all of us in here? Ooh, you're a good Christian. You go ahead and keep reading that Bible because obviously it's not working. Sorry, you guys, but that's just an example of what I'm saying, you know? Oh, yeah. Oh, I can tell you who's going to be checked. Just going to leave it at that. Karma's big. Karma's big. Anyway, you guys, so thank you. He's a perfect example of the one show that I did about Christianity. He's a great example. Nasty, rude, interrupting the show, saying mean things. He thinks he's scaring everybody, and then he starts, puking his words. So that's a good example. You guys don't be like that. Don't be like that. Never be like that's the devil's work. Okay? That's the devil's work. And I'm saying that now. Your angels, though, will guide you and help you. You can ask them. Oh, that's what I started to tell you, too. So when you go to bed at night, turn off all the lights, and then you can ask them to appear. Okay? You guys, I'm not kidding you. You will see glitter. And then you can even put your hand up and say, you can touch my hand. You will feel like sparkling. But of course, if you keep your hand up, it's going to be numbing and falling asleep. So don't do it that long, but you can feel it. Give permission. Always give permission. Your angels won't do things without your permission. Because remember, you're in school. This is your life. A couple people asked about what they should be doing. How do they know what they should be doing? And it is all about what is your passion. You never do a job just because you're going to make a lot of money at it. You never do a job just for that reason. There are so many people who work at jobs that they don't like, but they're making tons of money. They've got the nice homes and the big cars and their planes and this and that, but they're miserable. Miserable. That's not it. Look at your life. And again, we talk about that in our sessions. You look at your life and look at the experiences that have happened to you, the bad experiences especially, and how you overcome some really hard things. You could actually be being prepared to work as a professional, in that field of where you were, aching and hurting. So just do what makes you happy. Because when you're happy, you're smiling, you're laughing, you're keeping negative entities away from you, keeping negative people away from you. It's just end. How many of you guys remember, I don't know how to explain it, because I wrote down, don't panic. So you have your angels around you. You're safe. You're definitely safe. Oh, I got to tell you my snow story really quick. But you have your angels around you. But this is the hardest thing, what I'm going to tell you, is don't panic. Oh, good, good, good. Yes, seeing glitter. Exactly. It is exactly like that. Hmm. Exactly, Don. Yes, yes, yes. You know, it's so nice. But okay, so know that you have your angels. You're not alone. I promise. You know, God gives us angels. We're safe. Because life is hard. It can be very hard. But don't panic. Have faith. Faith, hope, love. I know it sounds generic, but it's true. It's so true. If you really enjoy something, the doors start to open. So if you are like questioning something, but the door opens, go through it because the door's not going to open if it's not meant to be. So if the door doesn't open when you want it to open, then that just means it's not time yet. Okay. I mean, for those of you who know me, that's how I live my life, you know. And now, like I'm taking care of a child who I saw in a dream, you know, and was told what I was going to be doing and this and that, and it's awesome. But let me tell you really quick about angels. So the other night when it was snowing really hard, and oh my gosh, as you guys know, um, there was so much snow and ice, right? Okay, so I go outside and I have like a field in front of my house, right next to the street. And Ellie loves her balls. Okay, she's two balls. So I take her ball, throw it to her, it hits her nose, goes across the field over the ice, and goes at the very end where like the plow trucks put like a mountain of snow, but she jumps and goes in the street to find the ball. And I'm like, Ellie, no, come back, come on, come back. Because I'm like, I can't walk through that field. I mean, the snow is like this deep and it's ice. That's the worst part too. It's ice. It's not the kind of snow where you can step on, because that kind of snow is fun to walk in. So, but she is ball crazed. So I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, well, I don't want her to get hit by a car, obviously. And the way to get around her would be too long. So now what I should have done, I should have asked for help immediately, but I didn't. I go, just don't go anywhere. And I had another ball that looked like the one that went in the road. But so I'm crossing. You guys, I am falling in the snow. I'm 11 o'clock at night. So it's falling in the snow, getting up, going, Ellie, get out of the street. I can't go any faster. So I'm trying to go. It was so hard. So I finally get her, but she's like digging. I had an identical ball. So I go, here you go. Here it is. I found it. So I throw it back. She goes after that, but she's sitting over here on the sidewalk. And I go, do you think maybe you could help me? I really appreciate it. So she comes over to help me. And she's being really nice, you guys. And I'm like holding on to her, you know, and we're walking together. But she decides her feet are cold. So she wants to go fast. So she pulls away, and there I go down in the snow again. Now, that night it wasn't funny. Now it's really funny. Then I was like, I had more than halfway. So I finally go, Archangel Michael, can you please help me get there? This is exhausting, because it is exhausting, right? Oh my gosh, it's so exhausting walking through that stuff. But I was like, please, Archangel Michael, please help me. So I kid you not, I kind of don't remember how I got there. I just knew, it's like, I remember just saying, oh, good, we're at the end, we're here. So he definitely helped me, definitely. And of course, always be grateful. I would say, thank you so much. But it's, yes, they will show you other things too. They will show you, like if you ask for particular signs, they will show you the signs that you ask for. Gone are the days of when you ask anyone for help. You ask God for help, you know, you ask Jesus, you ask your angels, you ask your guides. Gone are the day of, please give me a sign, please give me a sign. And then you really have to be on to what your signs would be. Now you can be more specific. Because, you know, I remember when I started doing this job full time. I was like, just pretend I'm 5. I mean, you're dealing with a 5-year-old, but 5-year-olds are actually very smart. So I was wrong. But anyway, you can be specific with signs. So, because when you do good and you're kind, and I know I keep saying that, you guys, but that's the special secret to it all. That's the secret. It just, things happen. Things happen. You know, oh my gosh, even like I'm doing this part-time nursing job and something happened that I thought was bad, but then it turned out it wasn't bad at all. It was actually great and completely unexpected. But don't panic with life, okay? And don't ever think of taking yours. Please, please. Nothing's that bad. And really, there's a lot of us, and you all here, there's a lot of us that care, and we would help. We would help with anything. So please know that. Because I know winter depression is, that's very common. But okay, the angels say, let me go to this really quick. Oh my gosh, because I'm running over time. Okay, relationships. February, relationship. I got to tell you, this year, I feel it's going to be a pretty good year for everybody. And it's going to be a different year for everybody, that haven't been like the past. I don't know. It's like you're smarter, you're more evolved. So now you get better things. But the one thing that keeps coming to my mind too, before I came on here tonight, relationships. Men and women are completely different. Seriously. Men do not think like we do, and we don't think like them. So, seriously. Oh my gosh. Steve Harvey. I think Steve Harvey wrote a book on it. I see it all the time. And it's like, so if you're in a relationship, here's the other thing too. If you're in a relationship and you've been in it for a while, and if that person is, let's say the marriage isn't working, you guys, lots of times people will say, I'll say, well, you need to go out. You need to go away, spend some time together. And I'll hear, well, we don't have the money for that. But then I turn around and say, but you know what amazes me? If you guys split up, you both would have money for babysitters to go out with your friends. And no, I don't know. I met two ladies actually, and it was really neat to see because she reminded me of when I was very little and my mom was alive. She reminded me of how my mom and dad's friends were. Everybody, they were friends. And then when the kids, they'd get together, go to each other's houses, go out to dinner together. And that is nice. That is so nice. If your marriage is a problem, and please know too, I do that. I do the marriage counseling. Some people will leave a job. No, I'm sorry. Some people will have been in a job for a long time, been in a marriage probably longer, but they don't want to leave the job because they've been there so long and the benefits are good, but they'll leave a marriage. That's not cool. So it's that also. I should close up on this. I could go all night about talking about relationships. Oh my gosh. Okay. Men don't take clues. They don't take a clue. They just, because it's funny, the woman will say, well, I told him how I was feeling. And I'll say, well, what did you say? Well, I told him to think about it, remember what happened in the discussion, and no. Also, just you tell him what you want. Just come out and say it to him. because you want him to do that with you. So you have to do that. You guys have to talk. And it is like speaking two different languages. But there are a lot of couples that you're so in sync that you can finish each other's conversations, so it's there. And I feel like everybody's going to be pretty happy this year in relationships. This is a 1 year. So it's time to, if you are dating someone and this person, and I'm speaking from a female's point of view, if this person is not giving you respect, if he's making excuses to not be with you or to go anywhere with you, then tell him, you know what, that's cool. You're busy. I am too. But thanks. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And like always pick up the phone or, when he calls, hey, how you doing? You have to be upfront. You can't, well, he's just thinking about stuff. No, he's probably not. Or he's completely thinking it wrong. I mean, men worry too. They do. Men worry too. But it's a matter of tone also. Tone. And this is for those of you in relationships. Because this is how my ex Don was. God love him. His voice was naturally loud. But then when he was mad, it was really loud. And I'd be like, why are you yelling right now? I'm not yelling. You're yelling. The neighbors can hear you down the street. Well, that's their problem. I'm not yelling. And you guys, if you have a mate like that, record. Just hit record. But say, like, I'll go ahead and, don't tell him you're going to record. Just do it. And then afterwards, show him. Of course, if there is any kind of domestic violence, no, that needs to be stopped. No. Don't ever do that. Ladies, if your relationship is bad at home and you have a husband or a boyfriend and you have kids, you're teaching your children to follow you. So if you're in an unhappy relationship, your kids are going to do the same. So don't. And especially now, I'm asking ladies who have children and they're not with the daddies, please don't let strange men watch your kids. Please don't. And if a guy tells you he doesn't like your kids, bye, don't call me. That's what you do. Never keep somebody who doesn't like your kids. Kids come first. And then I say this next thing with like, in all honesty, there's so many people out there who can't have kids. So like if you got pregnant and, and you have a child and you're just, and this stands too, if you don't have to give the child up for adoption, but I saw a lady on YouTube, she was crying and saying, oh my God, don't have kids. Because I don't know, it sounded like her child was special needs. But she's like, don't have kids because, this is what you have to do every day. And her house was a mess. Make sure you have support because everybody deserves respite care. And that's where you can get away for a couple days, just the weekend maybe, and relax and find yourself. But reach out. If you are struggling, please reach out. Okay. Oh, you have 5 kids. Hey, Arnie. Yeah, so it's so important. Oh my God. Oh, you guys, we got to watch what this person's writing. It's against God's law. Okay. Well, Mr. Funkadelic, tell me all the commandments. Tell me how many commandments there are, Mr. Funkadelic. Sorry, Arnie. We had this man, he's just being rude. He calls himself a Christian, but whatever. They're like the ones that I've always met in my life that have been just so rude. And they'll tell you, you're talking against No baby cakes. Do your research. You want to know how many commandments there are? There are 613, baby boy. Do your check-in. There you go. It's basic knowledge for an idiot to think it's 10. I have a college degree, and that was one of the things I looked in. There's 613 commandments. So you better get off of here and run along. Anyway, sorry, you guys, I couldn't resist because most of these people who want to sit there and quote Bibles to you, they don't know it. They know it from there. Like he's saying we shouldn't talk about domestic violence. Oh, okay, duh, let's just pretend it doesn't happen. That's what they did in the 30s. We don't do that now. So you guys, please, it's a perfect example. Like this person that's on there. Just like the person who was on here. Don't let somebody like that get to you. Laugh. Because a lot of times people like that, they're probably uneducated. And that's not to be rude. Or they just have problems. Because why would you come in and, disturb all of us? I'm going to report him too. There we go. Write the name down. Funkate. Oh, Funkadelic. Probably on drugs. Oh, that wasn't nice. No, that wasn't nice. I just did a judgment on him. Okay. Anyway, so you guys, I'm sorry for the interruptions with this person, and I will find out how to report him and make it so that he doesn't come on the chats any longer. Because he's just weird. Or it's she. Probably a she. Sorry. And that's the thing, too. Always stand up for yourself. Speak. And then that's it. Because there's some people, my dog listens better than a lot of those kind of people. Seriously. I mean, it's like simple, basic things, and they don't understand. But as you guys know, too, everybody has their own different religion, but their way is the only way. Okay. The God I know and met several times, just never seen him but heard him and have God dreams, is phenomenal. Phenomenal. So, anyway, on that note, you guys, thank you so much. Funkadelic, you know what? If they're going to hell, you probably run hell. So, we'll see you there, Funky. Woohoo. All right, you guys. Sorry. Again, this is another example of somebody who calls himself a Christian. No, they don't talk bad about other people. They don't talk bad about other people. Never. The devil does that. So I'm going to white light everybody who was in the chat. White light everybody. And you guys have a wonderful night.